A most glorious and cheerful greeting to all of you. Hey, there's thistles over my head. Listen, you might be asking, what's this Christian sex daddy business anyway? Well, let me tell you something. Let's make a little parable. Pretend there was a cute little bunny rabbit, okay? Really soft, really fuzzy, really friendly. And that cute little bunny rabbit can hop up to you and be friends with you, but the bunny rabbit has a bite like a venomous snake that you don't know anything about. Now, if that animal is going to hop up to your family and friends and children and be all snuggly and cute and happy, but it can bite you and hurt you and even like spiritually kill you, aren't you going to really carefully describe that dangerous bunny and exactly how it operates? Well, guess what? It's the same thing with sex pleasure, okay? The sex pleasure thing is comforting and wonderful. And in Genesis 2:25 it says, "And they were naked and not ashamed." Oh my gosh, no wonder people end up wanting to look at pictures of naked people who are excited because it's really fascinating. It's almost like a snuggly little bunny coming up close to you that you can bite you and cause you problems, potentially. So, if people proclaim to know God and know eternal wisdom, but they are not actually coaching their children regarding the feel good of the body, which is like the sweet, fascinating, snuggly, cute bunny that can actually end up biting you and causing troubles. If the parents are not talking about that fascinating environment of life in a way that helps a child from their youth, from their youngest youth, to cope with and reason with the feel good of the body, then the parents are not really doing their job of developing the children. In Song of Songs, the amazing sex, pleasure, desire, passion, amazing, oh my gosh, I'm hungry for my person. That part of the Bible, 3 times it says, do not awaken desire, passion, love, arousal. Do not awaken love and arousal until it is time. Chapter 2 it says it, chapter 3 it says it, and chapter 8 it says it. Now, nobody in Christianity who proclaim to love God and love Jesus and do Bible studies on Romans chapter 6 and sing hymns and etc., nobody in that whole environment ever spoke with me and checked in and said, hey, are you having any problems in the body feel good department? Are you having any problems with the mind? Are you having any like kind of crazy fantasies that are a little outrageous? No one ever addressed that. So that's why this title, Christian Sex Daddy, is going forth, because I was ruined for about 40 years. I was ruined by just simple arousal addiction. I was addicted to that cute little bunny that's so nice and so interesting and so cute. And I didn't even know that I was getting bit until God awakened me when I was 36, 37 years old. And it wasn't until I was about 40 that I was actually getting the picture. When I was 40 years old, I met my own birth father. And guess what? I had been conceived in such outrageous promiscuity. The dad that made me was married 5 times. When my mommy got pregnant, that guy was married with 4 kids and a pregnant wife. He had 2 women pregnant at the same time in the 50s. Now you can think that guy is wicked, wicked, wicked. But when I heard his story, I understood. He was actually trained to give love and attention and to break his conscience. He had training in breaking his own conscience just to care for women and make them feel good. And I mean, and my mother broke down and told me, look, I was with 120 guys before I got pregnant with you at 22 years old. 120 guys she had had enjoyment with before she got pregnant with me at 22 at Duke College of Nursing. And when she got pregnant with me, she didn't know who the daddy was. So I had immensely promiscuous parents. And I was never told about any of that. Nobody told me anything about how I was conceived until I was 25 years old, in the midst of a bunch of messed up, tragic, goofy, chasing after love and giving pleasure relationships. So, the reason for Christian Sex Daddy is I want to be the simple daddy voice to help people cope with the two marvelous pleasures, the pleasure of the physical marriage bed and the pleasure of the Holy Spirit. Now, if you've got the pleasure of the Holy Spirit, you'll understand that singleness like Jesus is really powerful. And sometimes even when you're married, you don't feel very married. And you've got to be able to learn how to function on your own, like the angels in heaven. It is written, in the next realm, there will be no marriages. There's not going to be any people connection problems, but there's going to be a satisfaction and there's going to be a pleasure that's above all of the pleasures that are experienceable now. So, Christian Sex Daddy is just a cheerful truth atmosphere coaching on truth about all the pleasures of life and the benefits and rewards of the afterlife. Yippee! Come on for the ride. This is a benefit for you and your people. This is not soggy, dopey stuff. This is not porno. This is cheerful truth about marvelous things in life.